Hey everybody, today I have got 7 event marketing strategies and ideas to share with you, and all of these ideas are going to help you make sure that your next event is a big success. Number 1 is with a press release. Now, many of you might be thinking, press release, I can't do that, that's impossible. No, you can go online, you can do a press release. They start anywhere from almost free to several $100s. So find what's in your budget and do a press release. And what you want to do is, you want to do that press release and write it in such a way that it's a story that could just be cut and pasted right into a newspaper, or a story that could just be read right as a news report. You don't want to give them any leeway because they're not going to take any. If it's written well, they're going to use it. If it's not written well, they're not going to use it. So you want to put everything in it compelling. You want to keep it short and sweet, but you want to put everything in there that's compelling, that somebody would be willing to put it up online for you in their news blog, or actually run it as an evening news story about your event that's coming up, right? You'll also find out, if you've done it right, they'll call you and maybe have you on the morning show, on radio or on TV, or they'll want to come to your event and make it part of their news for that night, which will help you for your next event that you're planning. Number 2, getting social, right? And what I'm talking about that is socializing. And what do I mean by socializing? Actually going out there on social media and finding a social media influencer. A social media influencer can really help you promote your event. Now, I know there's tons of influencers out there that could care less about what you're doing. But if you find the right person, they're going to be very willing to help you. You know, you can't expect to use them for every single event you do, but they could definitely help you tremendously promote an event. And especially in the world of business people like to help other business people. And so they might have to pare it back a bit and say, if you live in the Atlanta area, here's an event that I recommend you go to. And of course, you give them the link and everything, and they put it in their social media. You are going to find that may be one of your secret sauces to having a successful event, is to actually use a social media influencer. Number 3 is going live. And what do I mean by going live? Now, some of you might know, and you're saying, no way, I'm not going to do that. But it's not that difficult. What I mean by going live is getting on Facebook Live. That's probably one of the easier formats to hop on live and have your talking points all worked out in advance. You might only be talking for 2, maybe 3 minutes, but have everything planned out, what you're going to hit, why people should attend your event, of course, when the event is, where the event is, how in the world do they sign up. You include all that information. You put a link in your going live post that people can click on, and that post is going to be out there for people to find and discover. Now, the other thing that you're going to want to do is to promote the fact that you're going live. So you're going to make posts several days out saying, on Wednesday we're going live. And maybe Monday rolls around and you say, remember, we're just a couple of days away from going live. Then Tuesday you're saying, tomorrow we're going to be live, telling you about a very special event coming up. And so you build that anticipation. Now, of course, in all these posts you're making, you would want to include that link to the event anyway, because someone might say, well, let me go see what this is. And they'll click on it, and they're going to go ahead and sign up ahead of time. That's all the better. But when you get on there, you give a very personal, very compelling live announcement about your event. That's going to really resonate with people, and they're going to want to attend your event. Number 4, to create a pop-up on your home page. And I'm sure many of you are familiar with what a pop-up is. A pop-up is someone lands on your website and a message pops up. And that message is often, register for our newsletter, something like that. In this case, it's going to be join us for our next event. You're going to invite people to join you at your next event. For more details, click here. And they're going to click and they're going to go to the second part of this tip, and that is they're going to go to a landing page. And that landing page is going to have all of the details. It's going to be like a mini website about your event. And also included in that landing page is going to be a button or a link to take them to register. So once they read the information, they get excited about your event, they're going to register. Number 5, create an email blast to go out to all the people that you would like to invite personally to this event. And some of you have some rather large email lists. Well, maybe you have your list segmented and you can pick the people who would most likely attend your event or that would benefit the most from attending your event. So what you do is you put together a very short and concise email with some teaser points on why they would want to attend the event. And you say, click here to learn more and to register. And guess what? When they click there, they're going to go to that very same landing page that has all the information of your event, and it also has the link or the button where they can go and register. Number 6, to create that fear of missing out. You want people to really want to be at your event because they feel like they're going to miss out on something that can help them with their career or whatever it might be that you're going to be doing. So create that fear of missing out. And how can you do that? Well, one way to get people to open your email is to put, you don't want to miss this event in the subject line. That in the subject line will get people to say, what event? I better open it and find out because I don't want to miss it. All right. Another thing you can do is to record a video. We talked in the past about using Facebook Live, posting on social media. We'll record a video, possibly of you standing in the empty conference room where you're going to have your event. And while you're standing there, you can just turn and talk. And while you're turning and talking, you can say something like, in just a couple of weeks, this conference room is going to be filled with your peers. It's going to be filled with people wanting to learn about and then talk about whatever the topics are that you're going to be discussing in that event. And they're going to get the feel for what's going to be going on, and they're going to want to be at that event. Number 7, promise them a good time and then deliver it. So promise a good time and deliver. Now, that could be a little bit tricky. Depends on the type of event you're doing. But no matter what size of event, you can promise that good time. And I want to talk about first, large events, something like a conference. People attending a conference, a lot of times they're attending with their spouse. So something that you would want to do is to include activities that their spouse can do while you're putting on the conference for the attendees. So include a list in there. People are going to say, oh, wow, you can go do this and do that while I'm sitting in my boring meetings. Create, promise a good time. The other thing you can do is a lot of these conferences have happy hours. Make sure you show pictures of maybe previous events, happy hour, all the people having a good time. The other thing you can do, put in the agenda. When people see all the information that they're going to be learning at your conference, they know that it's going to be a good conference and they know that they're going to have a good time. And a lot of these conferences are held in hotels, so feature the hotel as a destination point. You can put in pictures of the restaurant, pictures of the swimming pool. If the hotel is on the beach, show the beach. Promise that good time. Now, we can't all do events like a conference. Maybe you're just having a small event. Do something like a lunch and learn and feature the food and the camaraderie that you're going to have learning together and solving issues and problems and becoming a better salesperson or whatever the event is about. Focus on how you can have a good time with those people who are attending the event. And oftentimes, food represents a good time. So feature the food in your lunch and learn is a good thing to do. Once again, you'll want to feature your agenda. So some of the things are the same. Now, to make sure that people, once they get there, have that good time, you want to schedule things out. And don't schedule things out to the point where there isn't a second for something to go wrong. Because inevitably, something's going to go wrong. A speaker might get held up in traffic. Something could, just throw you off by a little bit, and that throws off your whole event. Plan for that. Make sure that you have little gaps in there that can be added or left out if needed so that you're not thrown off schedule. I hope you enjoyed these event marketing strategies and ideas, and I hope you put them into use for your next event that you've got planned. If you did like them, make sure you click that like button. And also, if you're watching this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. All you have to do is click the subscribe button and then click that notification bell, and you'll be notified every time we have a new video. Thanks for watching.